everyone, and welcome to Pretty Likkle Jacket. We are in Antigua, land of my birth, and it is my 50th birthday. And I have my brother Sean Ramsey with us, and I have Richard, who has never been to Antigua. We've been talking about coming to Antigua forever, Richard.
Well, you know.
And finally, you're in Antigua.
Better late than never.
Sean, say hello to everyone.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
Thank you. Feels good to be here sitting down with my sister on her 50th birthday.
Oh, nice. I love it. So I guess we'll just get right into the conversation. So the reason you're here, Sean, is that we want to have a conversation about how we actually met, because I didn't meet you until, well, not necessarily. I met you officially when I was in my 20s, but I've always known you, just didn't know you were my brother.
Did you know, though?
Well, I was told when I met her. I was told. I didn't know her before, but I was told when I met her, this is my sister, and we were already big people.
Yeah.
When I met her.
So
But-
how long, though? How many times had you seen each other prior to?
I have maybe seen her maybe about twice or so. I went by with my father. We went to her home, but just didn't know I was visiting. Just didn't know that I was visiting my sister.
So on Sundays, Daddy would come to my grandmother's house every Sunday, and I didn't know he was coming to see me. I thought he was just visiting the family. So that's why I'm saying you guys weren't really strangers, because he would always have some of the boys with him. And I just always thought he was a family friend. I didn't know, that he was my dad. But I guess when you're young, you don't think about these things, because we all look alike.
Exactly.
So-
That's what they say.
Yes.
So,
Just can't hide, eh?
yeah, really.
Yeah, you can't hide.
So I guess I just want to hear your perspective as to what you think about the entire situation. How you're.
Well, Daddy living home with his wife and all, and he just had to keep certain things secret.
Yeah.
Because I am not for his wife either, but I was living in the same village.
So
as him.
I'm gonna do the air quotes. We're outside children.
We're outside children. Yes.
We were not born in
No,
wedlock.
Exactly. And living in the same village, it sometimes was strenuous for me to visit him, because his wife was always like,
Yeah.
she always hostile and everything. So it was just feeling weird. And
Yeah.
Sometimes, even say when I was going to school, I went to school in town. We're living in Potters, and
Sean, I
Daddy.
didn't know you guys lived in Potters by Daddy. I didn't know that.
No, I didn't live by Daddy.
No, I thought you lived in Potters though.
I lived in
the
Potters,
village.
in the
Okay.
village.
I didn't know that.
You understand? So I used to be going to Catholic school in town at the time, and Daddy will pick me up. So
Yeah,
here
yeah.
it is, sitting down between.
And Sean, you look exactly like Daddy.
Well, everybody's saying that now. Yeah?
And the
Everybody's
older you
saying
get
that.
in it, I swear, it's the more you look like Daddy.
Those in the village, did they know?
Yeah, people in the village knew.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because now I knew.
Yeah.
You understand? But it's just that I was living with my grandmother.
Oh, okay.
My mother
Okay.
left me
He
with
was an
my
outside child.
I'm an outside child also.
In Antigua, there's such a distinction between the kids who are born in wedlock and the kids who are born outside of, and it really shouldn't be that way, because we didn't have anything to do with that.
with it, exactly.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
We were innocent to the whole situation.
Yeah, I mean,
We're
didn't
innocent
know
to the
anything
whole
about it.
situation,
Yeah.
So does the distinction carry weight?
Of course, kids who are born in wedlock usually get a certain type of life and privilege.
Exactly. Because here it is, I would be on the road walking, and my father would pick me up to give me a ride. If I'm not on that timing, I had to walk. It was about 3 miles to school.
Yeah.
Where those that live inside,
They're getting a ride to school.
They're getting a ride to school every morning.
So there are certain
So you
privileges
can
that come.
understand the kind of weight that
Yeah.
carried. Yeah.
There's certain privileges that come with being, inside the
Inside,
household.
yes.
Yeah. And I always feel like it's something that I missed. I missed out on. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And look, I would say Daddy would try to be there for us outside, the outside children. But
I think he did his very best to do that.
Yeah, I can't. I would be lying if I said different.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
He would try his best with the old, but he was being pressured differently.
Of course,
that
because
being
he had a
said-
wife.
That being said, the pressure had to be hard
Yes.
on him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You know, wanting to be, but being compelled to be.
To be.
Yeah, that's got to
Yeah.
be. I got a question for you though. Now you said you met her a few times when she was a kid. Was she a handful then?
She was, when I met, Kathy was a quiet person.
What?
Yes.
When?
Kathy
Now
was a
see,
quiet-
Richard,
Kathy was a quiet person.
I have always been a quiet
Kathy was
person. I wasn't really shy because I would speak my mind when it was necessary, but I wasn't like rowdy or anything.
No,
like
I
I've
never
never
knew.
even had a fight. I grew up in Antigua and never had a fight in school. Never.
Because you can't fight.
Well, that too, but
Kathy has been a quiet.
Really?
been a quiet person.
Wow. She
A lot
wasn't
of
quiet
people
when
not
I
gonna,
met her.
A lot of people not gonna believe you, Sean, but
Nope.
yeah, I know you're not gonna lie.
No, I'm not here to lie. And let me tell you something. Kathy, I would always call for advice. If anything happened, trust me, Kathy is the first one I'm going to call.
Wow. Okay.
And there's a
Yes.
reason for that.
Yes, I'm going to
So
call
don't do that. You too. So
What? What
don't
you
say
talking
wow
about? I
like.
don't know what you're talking about. I'm on vacation too. I don't know what you're talking about.
So yeah, Sean. So I guess what we can talk about now is just not just your perspective about being an outside child, but the what I wanted to say, like the camaraderie between, you know, our siblings, even though we knew that we were outside children. You know, our siblings, once I recognized who they were and because I knew them beforehand, it's weird because I don't know how I didn't even how did I not put it together that we look so much alike?
We just weren't studying.
You just
weren't,
didn't,
Yeah, we weren't
you didn't
studying.
think about it.
But it was kind of different for me because I knew our other siblings. We were living in the same village.
So you knew.
I would visit the house.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, visiting the house, I could not go in the house. It was strenuous. I could not. I would have to sit on the veranda.
Yeah.
But the other siblings accepted me.
And it's
at
the
the
same
time.
thing for me. And
Yeah,
that's
they
the part I
accepted-
wanted to talk about.
They accepted
It was
me.
very accepting of me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I would go and get along with everybody.
Everybody.
The only one somebody there.
There's always the one.
The only one somebody there would have a frown is the one.
And I'm a wife and I can imagine what that was like, you know, back then for her because daddy had 12 children. And how many outside? 5 outside ones?
Maybe more.
Oh dear. Sean, please don't open up no can of worms here. I'm
maybe
begging
more.
you.
Your papa
But
was more busier than mine.
let me say something. I was also around a home where is a cousin of ours, and she would have her husband have some children outside, and she accepted everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody would come, and she cook for everybody, and everybody come as though
But everybody's not the same.
everybody
Sean,
accepts
so
things differently.
You
You know,
can't
so no, I would not say because as I say, people deal with things differently.
Absolutely. Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
People deal with things
I don't know how
differently.
I would deal with that. Honestly, as a wife, I don't know what
It would be hard, but let me tell you something. And I'm not talking because I'm a man, but sometimes we just have to. You just accept.
I think you are talking because you're a man and you don't have that lived experience as a woman or wife.
No, I mean, but you guys said earlier that, you know, the children are more acceptive or more accepting,
Yeah.
you know, than the wife felt betrayed.
Not felt betrayed. She
was betrayed.
Don't,
she was betrayed.
Don't minimize it, Richard.
I'm not minimizing it. I'm just saying.
She was betrayed, and she must feel
But the
that
kid, it wasn't the kid's fault.
understand
so why
that,
take
but
it out
then-
on the kids? We
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
ask
Don't
who
take
our
it out on the
parents.
kids.
We don't ask for our parents.
No.
Yeah.
We don't get a choice in the matter.
But you know what? I in the other another episode, I wanted people to recognize that we're not talking about our parents in a
No.
derogatory or bad
No,
way.
not at all.
It's just this is our lived experiences. Listen, Daddy he was amazing, and when I actually found out all that he did, when I didn't know he was my father, I didn't know he was doing these things. So he was a great father, and my mother was amazing. So I don't want people to think that we're talking about them in a bad way.
It's not bad, but it's just the reality
It's
of life.
reality.
We are not the only ones, eh?
No,
We're not the only ones, just the reality
so
of life.
I don't want people to get the
But
notion that
it's kind of I look at it as in a kind of fun way, man. You getting to meet your sisters when
Yes,
they're
they're
big people.
older.
You'd never know them before.
Yeah.
Well, here's the difference between you all and the acceptance of what was. My siblings, they never forgave my father.
So you would never accept it.
Well, I'm talking about my brother and sister that I grew up with. They never forgave my father. I saw my father. That's all I saw. You know what I mean? So I would actually get in trouble for going to see him. You know, and I'm talking about get my butt laced, you know. But I would still, even knowing
Because
that,
you needed that, right?
Absolutely.
And that's the part I think that I always missed. Growing up, not just knowing him, but having those experiences with
Yes,
him.
yes.
And by the time I got to know him, he was already much older and he was getting down. So it was kind of like I didn't have those experiences.
Yeah.
I always think that I missed out on that.
But
You know?
you see, well, my situation will be again different from
Different.
yours because I was in the village. At one time, my father, he took me from my grandmother. He took me to live with completely strangers, but that they were family.
Yeah.
But he would make sure and come.
He made
would-
sure you okay.
Yeah, he'd take me to work with him. You understand?
Yeah.
As a little boy, school and vacation, he will
So
come to
you
me.
had those experiences with him. You were close to him.
And then also, I have our other brother, Shirley, would come for me as a little boy. Shirley would, anywhere Shirley go, with Shirley would take me with him. And remember, Shirley is the wife child.
Yeah,
And
so-
he know exactly what is going on.
Yes.
But, you know,
And that's why I say there's a certain camaraderie amongst the siblings that I really liked and I
Yeah.
embraced because
Yes.
they all embraced me. They all accepted me
Right.
when they found out who I was. Yeah. Wow. Wow. This is crazy. It's not, it's crazy, but it's actually cathartic to talk about it and get it like out there and you know.
You know, you keep holding things, they fester.
Some things I let fester, yes.
And when you let things fester, then the manifestation can be physical, psychological. Man, you can be messed up. You got talking about these things help us to
Get through them.
get through them.
it's a way of like venting them.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a way,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
But in a constructive manner.
Yeah.
You know, not,
Yes.
you know, like you said, we're not trying to beat anyone up that can't
No.
defend
No, you're not
themselves
beating anyone
or things
up.
like that. Like my dad, there were three of us. Three of us grew up together, but there were kids in Chicago. There were kids in Atlanta. There were kids in California.
Sounds like
there
that,
were
right?
kids in
Exactly.
Alabama. I'm like, yeah, ain't you tired, dude?
And
You should be tired.
when we really look at it, remember you were not the only one.
No.
Like that.
No.
We have Candy.
Yeah.
I knew Candy when she baked.
We have little
also.
chess.
And
I
we
met
have
little chess
chess.
at Daddy's funeral.
Oh, you see?
Little chest.
That's our little
No,
brother.
our littlest,
The
our
last-
the
our
last brother. Yeah, so
How old is the last?
I can't.
Chess,
Chess is what?
probably 20,
20?
high now. Yes,
Yeah.
20 high.
Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy.
It's a bunch of madness.
It is a bunch of
madness.
They took be fruitful and multiply
Multiply.
to a different level.
Literally.
You know, wasn't just talking specifically to you.
Oh my goodness.
But I mean, you know, everybody turned out to be
Yeah,
wonderful people.
yeah.
You understand?
And that's the best part of it.
Everybody
you know.
turned out.
So
everybody.
tell us exactly what you thought of the situation then. Like exactly what like go back in your mind and tell us exactly like what you thought when you found out. Like about all the extra kids and
I just thought Daddy was being fruitful and multiplying.
as a man, you
He
didn't
was-
think
he was very much
And
like
listen to me. I would not bash him because
You didn't judge him
I didn't
once.
judge him. I did not judge him. And I would never ever judge him.
Okay.
Because I love all my brothers, all
Yeah.
my sisters.
it was the same for me. I was like, hey,
You know, it's weird hearing you guys say that because as a woman, I think there was some judgment of him on my part.
yeah.
Yeah. Because my experience and because I always thought like there's so much that I missed out on because of that.
Well, I have a sister in Atlanta. He gave me a number to call. He said, if you ever need me, call this number. And I thought she was girlfriend or something because I'd never met her, which says then that they knew about me. So I would call them, and sure enough, I would call that number, and sure enough, she would get a message to him. It wasn't until I had kids of my own that I found out that was my sister.
We should not live like that.
Wow.
And that's the problem I'm having. Like, what if I had met like one of my brothers? Because Antigua is a very small place.
We look too much alike. We look too much alike.
It's funny, you're right, because my second name is Monique, and we know we have a sister who was murdered. Her name is Monique.
Yes.
And I remember being called Monique many, many times, and I'm like, why? How do people know my second name? But apparently I look like her. So that's why people were calling me that. But yeah,
Well, I have a story about that. So when my great-grandmother passed, we went back to South Carolina, and we were in her home preparing breakfast. And I attended 2 years of high school in South Carolina. And I got to know this girl, and thankfully, you know,
you got to know this girl.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. But she walks in, and I'm like, "What are you doing here?" And she's like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "That's my great grandmother." She's like, "Well, her son's my father." I'm like, "Oh my God!"
Wow.
This is what I'm talking about.
And
Yes,
my grandmother was like, now I can't say what she said, but she was like,
What if?
It can, it can complicate situation.
What
That
if?
can complicate situation.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, we shouldn't, and that's where my issue comes in. I'm not saying that Daddy was a good man, but some things you just don't put people, some situations. Don't look at me like that, Richard.
What?
Look, there's a situation. Candy told me about a situation when she going to school.
Yeah.
Candy's our other sister. She lives in Tortola. And Candy was like, she in school, and Kia keeps staring at her. Every day Kia see, and she wondering, what this girl looking at me for?
Because
she want to beat the girl. Why this girl looking at me? because she look like Nonette.
Yep.
And Kia put it to Auntie Jane them.
And come to find out it was Daddy's child.
Wow.
Yeah. Hopefully I get Candy to come on and talk about her experience.
It's our first cousin looking at her.
Thinking.
Say, you know?
Yeah.
She looks like her uncle, another child for her uncle in Antigua.
Yeah. And that's why I think a lot of people around or in the village knew. And it was I think it was probably the worst kept secret, because I didn't know, but everybody else seemed to know.
And listen to me, I don't want to throw Daddy under the bus.
No.
God rest his soul. There is another lady that was claiming. And if
that
you
would have
see,
been what, the 13th child?
She look exactly like you. Serious. She look. You understand? And she have us like brothers and sisters.
Oh my
She used to visit Daddy.
Do I know her?
Maybe if you see her.
I
can't remember her name now, but I can remember. You know,
Sean.
she used to visit Daddy. So
I should have a family reunion. On
That
camera.
would be interesting.
Yeah, on camera.
But yeah. So
I just want to say that, listen, I'm grateful to be here. You know,
we are grateful that you're here. You've been long overdue for Antigua.
You know, listen,
after
like
30-something years of knowing an Antigua, and this is your first
here we go. Okay,
trip.
listen.
This is not good.
Timing is everything.
Okay.
You know, and
30 years later.
well,
okay.
and your 50th birthday, so be grateful. I'm here to celebrate you and celebrate with you.
If it was my 50th birthday, you wouldn't come, huh?
Maybe.
I know you don't want to leave. That's the funny part.
Well, there's some sights to see here.
Don't even
what?
start.
Well, at least we know that he's enjoying Antigua.
Yeah, he is enjoying Antigua.
Antigua is paradise, man.
Antigua is paradise.
It's gorgeous. It's beautiful here. I'm looking for some property. Yeah.
Okay.
Sean, is there anything that you want the peoples to know about Daddy, your experience with him?
Well, let me tell you, As an outside child, my experience with Daddy was very good.
Yeah.
He could be very strict, but he was a good man.
Yeah.
Good man. He makes sure he take care of us, and I can't say nothing bad about him.
There you go. There's nothing bad to say about him.
Yeah,
he was always to me, he was always the family friend.
And
my mom could.
He made
count
some
on.
wonderful children.
Yes,
I feel good with my brothers, my sisters.
Yeah.
Feel good with everybody. Yes.
That's all.
That's what's up.
That
and
is.
that in and of itself is,
It's really his
exemplary.
legacy.
Yeah.
We are his legacy, right?
Exactly.
And yes, there's a lot of, mess surrounding it, but listen, this is life.
Look here, sometimes the baker had to make a mess to prepare the goods, some nice bread.
I love that.
Yeah.
The baker had to prepare,
Yes. The
mess.
fisherman go through the mess to bring in the lovely fish. So that's how it is.
Sean, that's why I love you.
Yeah.
You will always find the bright spots.
Yeah, and as I say again, feel good to be here sitting down with you on your 50th birthday. And I want you to enjoy the rest of it, okay?
Thank you so
Yes, and
much,
I
my
love you
dear
as my
brother. I
sister.
love you.
Yes.
I love you. So we're going to wrap up. Richard, welcome to Antigua again.
Oh,
Sean, thank you
I'll
so
be
much.
back.
Anytime.
So much for being with us and for obliging me and doing
Anytime,
this with me.
anytime.
I love you dearly.
Yeah. I run the 9 yards today because I mistake
I know.
I mistake the hotel and went all the way down to Deep Bay.
And you made it here.
I made
just
it here,
for me.
telling you,
And I
yes,
love you
yes.
for that.
Yeah.
Thank you so
No
much.
problem. Anytime.
All right.
Anytime.
pleasure meeting you, man.
Yeah. Nice meeting you
I'll
too.
be back, though.
Yes, yes,
I
yes,
know
yes.
you'll be
Looking
back.
forward to that.
Believe.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
All right. Thank you so much for watching Pretty Likkle Jacket. Please subscribe. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, all the socials.
Constructs, medias.
And we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
We out.